Hi, welcome to my second renovation video. It's Sunday today, so that means it's been about 5 days since I checked in last. I'm not really sure if it's actually going to look like I did much, but I assure you I've been working really hard. Basically just getting everything ready to be installed and demolishing a few more things. So, and a lot of cleaning and a lot of hauling a bunch of garbage to the dump, or to the dumpster. So yeah, now everything is kind of at the point where it can be installed, or at least to like start installing things. So that's kind of a relief since I'm moving in 8 days. And when I say moving in, I mean I will be moving my things here and basically just living in a construction zone. So yeah, anyway, so let's begin. So the kitchen kind of looks the same. Basically, I just cleaned up the floor a bit more and got rid of the tile underneath the dishwasher there and pulled that side panel off that was in between the oven and the dishwasher. So that is all ready to go. Basically now, upon asking a few people at work how to deal with this charred up floor, basically I'm going to do a like preliminary level of mortar, layer of mortar, just to level it all off. Let that set and then start tiling probably tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much ready to go, which is exciting. So this whole area will have tile. And basically moving into the living room, I guess the biggest change would be the ceilings here. So a lot of the popcorn is gone and I've started painting. Still have a bit of work to do in the seams. Originally I decided that I would just leave the popcorn in the seams, but now due to my OCD, I'm shucking that out as well. But we'll see how much I get done in the next couple hours, but if this isn't moving along quickly, then I'm just gonna start moving on to the floor and maybe leave the ceilings for a little bit later when I have a little bit more time. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. Some of the walls have been filled in and mudded just as much as I can right now anyway, just to get that ball rolling. Here is all the tile. So this week that was probably actually the biggest job. I don't recommend putting 600 pounds of tile in your car. It's probably the worst idea ever, but I just, again, don't really have like another option. All my friends with trucks are out of town. So yeah, or you could take 2 trips. But due to time, I just chose not to. Anyway, my car's fine, I guess, for now. And so as you see here, I've bought some lights. So Papa Ends is going to be installing those in the next couple days, which is great, so I don't have to worry about that stuff. So that's a chandelier for the bedroom. And the engineered hardwood is still patiently waiting here to be turned into a unicorn. Turned into the unicorn it's always wanted to be. So that's exciting. I bought the underlay today, which was a lot of work and money, and going to Rona on a Sunday is basically like going to Chuck E. Cheese on Saturday for a kid's birthday party. Anyway, so that's all in. So hopefully today I'll actually have the underlay down on the floor, and then, you know, it'll be ready to have the wood installed. So basically today is a lot of cleaning, which is fine. And yeah, so this is basically what it looks like. Not too much of a change from last time, but like I said, there's been a lot of trips to the dumpster and all those things so that we could clear out the space to actually be worked on. So again, yeah, the bedroom. So the closet's in better shape now. There's some holes filled in. And the columns, again, are painted, at least the first coat anyway. So that's nice. And yeah, let's go into the bathroom. So I cleaned up the floor as much as I could, but again, like, it's gonna need that leveling layer of mortar to sort of kind of iron out this situation. The toilet is gone. So that was pretty much the most disgusting thing I've ever done. 40-year-old toilets, well, they get pretty bad over 40 years, so now there's just a hole there. The wax ring was like pretty deteriorated, and picking that out was pretty fucking gross. But it's nice to have it all cleaned out and everything, so now it can have a normal toilet, one that doesn't use 6 gallons of water per flush, so that's great. Bathtub's still kind of the same. Yesterday we pulled more of the drywall off of this wall just because I want to use the water resistant drywall, because there seems to be a little bit of a leak coming from above in this wall, so just want to make sure I'm using, you know, something that's a little bit more resistant than regular drywall. The vanity and sink are gone. Actually, that was probably the most fun part of the last few days, was ripping that out. And the sink was just super easy, it came right out. And the vanity, yeah, it took a little bit of work. The hardest part was actually getting this mirror off. And thanks to the help of a friend who has done that before, actually, we got that off without breaking the mirror. So I can continue to look forward to 7 years of mediocrity. Anyway, so yeah, basically today I will be putting the mortar down and letting that cure. And then everything's pretty much ready to go for the tiling. Yeah, tomorrow we're picking up drywall, so I'll start putting the drywall in and getting this all ready. Yeah, it's going along pretty well. So I think like some of the biggest changes will be happening actually in the next couple days, so that's exciting. Anyway, so after tomorrow the electrical will be started at least, so you know, at least we'll know that the plugins and all the electrical behind the wall is kind of safe and up to date, which is important. Basically my sanity level out of 10 is probably about a 4, but as long as progress is being made, I am avoiding going completely crazy, so that's good. Yeah, I've pretty much given up on the idea that this place will be livable by the time I move in. I really don't think it will be, but that's okay. Anyway, as long as I can get the floors in, everything should be fine. So that's my focus for the next few days, and I'm really happy that Papa Ends is coming to help, so that should be relieving. Yeah, and other than that, things are just coming along, I guess. So I'll check in the next couple days. Great.